true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. Seneca. Welcome to our latest Stoic episode, where we delve into the profound teachings of Stoicism to uncover 15 essential habits that can pave the way to a happier and more fulfilling life. The wisdom of Stoicism, rooted in ancient philosophy yet strikingly relevant today, offers us invaluable insights into living with virtue, resilience, and inner tranquility. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, embracing these Stoic habits can empower us to find greater joy, contentment, and purpose in our daily existence. Stoicism invites us to shift our focus from external circumstances to our internal state of being, emphasizing the importance of cultivating virtues and habits that promote inner peace and well-being. In this episode, we will explore how these 15 Stoic habits can serve as guiding principles for living a life of meaning and fulfillment. From daily reflection to the cultivation of resilience, each habit offers us a pathway to greater self-awareness, personal growth, and spiritual harmony. Join us on this journey as we draw inspiration from the timeless wisdom of Stoicism and discover how these essential habits can transform our lives for the better. Together, let us explore the profound teachings of Stoicism and uncover the keys to unlocking a happier, more fulfilling existence. Chapter 1: Daily Reflection. Know, first, who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly. Epictetus. In the hustle and bustle of modern life, it's all too easy to get swept up in the whirlwind of activity without taking a moment to pause and reflect. Yet, the ancient Stoics understood the importance of self-reflection as a cornerstone of personal growth and inner peace. By setting aside time each day for introspection and self-examination, we gain valuable insights into our thoughts, actions, and values, allowing us to live with greater clarity, purpose, and intentionality. Daily reflection is a practice that invites us to turn our attention inward, to inquire into the depths of our being and uncover the truths that lie within. It's a time to ask ourselves probing questions, such as, what am I grateful for today? What challenges did I face, and how did I respond to them? What virtues did I embody, and where did I fall short? Through this process of self-inquiry, we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the world, paving the way for growth, transformation, and self-improvement. There are many ways to incorporate daily reflection into our lives, whether through journaling, meditation, or simply taking a few moments of quiet contemplation each day. Whatever form it takes, the key is consistency and commitment. By making daily reflection a non-negotiable part of our routine, we create space for self-discovery and personal growth to flourish. As we embark on this journey of self-reflection, let us heed the wisdom of the Stoics and embrace the transformative power of daily reflection. By knowing ourselves deeply and adorning ourselves accordingly, we can live with greater authenticity, purpose, and fulfillment. Through the practice of daily reflection, we cultivate a rich inner life that serves as a wellspring of wisdom, strength, and resilience in the face of life's challenges. Chapter 2: Cultivation of Gratitude. Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all others. Cicero. In a world often consumed by desires for more, Stoicism teaches us the profound importance of cultivating gratitude for what we already have. Gratitude is a practice that shifts our focus from scarcity to abundance, from discontent to contentment. It is a powerful tool for cultivating happiness and well-being, as it helps us to recognize and appreciate the blessings that surround us each day. To cultivate gratitude is to cultivate a mindset of abundance and appreciation for the simple joys of life. It is to pause and take stock of the countless gifts that we often take for granted, the warmth of the sun on our face, the laughter of loved ones, the beauty of nature's creations. By focusing on these moments of grace and beauty, we can cultivate a sense of joy and fulfillment that transcends material possessions and external circumstances. Practicing gratitude is not always easy, especially in times of adversity or hardship. Yet, it is precisely during these times that gratitude becomes most powerful. By finding silver linings in even the darkest of clouds, we can transform our perception of adversity and find meaning and purpose in the midst of suffering. There are many ways to cultivate gratitude in our lives, from keeping a gratitude journal to practicing mindfulness or simply expressing thanks to those around us. Whatever form it takes, the key is to approach it with sincerity and authenticity, allowing ourselves to truly feel and embody the gratitude that we express. As we embrace the practice of gratitude, let us remember the words of the Stoics and recognize its transformative power in our lives. By cultivating gratitude, we can cultivate a deeper sense of joy, peace, and fulfillment, and live with greater openness and appreciation for the abundant blessings that surround us each day. Chapter 3: Acceptance of the Present Moment. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Marcus Aurelius. In a world marked by constant change and uncertainty, the Stoic principle of accepting the present moment with equanimity offers us a powerful antidote to stress, anxiety, and discontent. Acceptance is not resignation or passivity. Rather, it is a courageous acknowledgement of reality as it is, free from judgment or resistance. It is an invitation to embrace life's challenges and opportunities with grace and resilience, knowing that within every obstacle lies the potential for growth and transformation. To practice acceptance is to cultivate a mindset of openness and receptivity to whatever life brings our way. It is to let go of the need to control or manipulate outcomes, and instead, to surrender to the flow of life with trust and surrender. By accepting the present moment as it is, we free ourselves from the burden of regret about the past and anxiety about the future, allowing us to fully engage with life in all its richness and complexity. Acceptance does not mean that we passively endure suffering or injustice. Rather, it is a recognition of the inherent impermanence and uncertainty of life. It is a call to action, inspiring us to respond to life's challenges with courage and fortitude, knowing that we have the inner strength and resilience to overcome any obstacle that comes our way. There are many ways to cultivate acceptance in our lives, from mindfulness meditation to practicing radical acceptance of our thoughts and emotions. Whatever form it takes, the key is to approach it with openness and curiosity, allowing ourselves to fully experience the present moment without judgment or resistance. As we embrace the practice of acceptance, let us remember the words of the Stoics and embrace life's challenges and opportunities with courage and resilience. By accepting the present moment as it is, we can cultivate a deep sense of peace, contentment, and freedom, and live with greater ease and grace in the face of life's uncertainties. Chapter 4: Cultivation of Virtue. The essence of philosophy is that a man should so live that his happiness shall depend as little as possible on external things. Epictetus. Central to Stoic philosophy is the cultivation of virtue, understood as the highest expression of human excellence. Virtue encompasses a range of qualities, including wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice, which guide our thoughts, actions, and intentions towards the pursuit of goodness and moral integrity. To cultivate virtue is to strive for excellence in all aspects of our lives, recognizing that true happiness and fulfillment arise from living in accordance with our highest values and principles. It is a commitment to embodying the virtues of wisdom, courage, and compassion in our thoughts, words, and deeds, even in the face of adversity or temptation. Wisdom is the cornerstone of virtue, guiding us in the pursuit of knowledge, truth, and understanding. It is the ability to discern what is truly important and meaningful in life, and to make choices that align with our deepest values and aspirations. Through lifelong learning and self-reflection, we cultivate wisdom and deepen our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Courage is the virtue that enables us to face life's challenges with grace and fortitude, even in the face of fear or uncertainty. It is the willingness to stand up for what is right, to confront our fears and limitations, and to persevere in the pursuit of our goals and aspirations. Through acts of courage, we cultivate resilience and inner strength, empowering us to overcome obstacles and adversity with confidence and determination. Temperance is the virtue that teaches us to exercise moderation and self-control in all aspects of our lives. It is the ability to resist temptation and impulses, to balance our desires and appetites with reason and prudence. Through the practice of temperance, we cultivate inner peace and harmony, freeing ourselves from the tyranny of excess and indulgence. Justice is the virtue that calls us to treat others with fairness, kindness, and compassion. It is the recognition of our shared humanity and interconnectedness, and the commitment to promoting the well-being and dignity of all beings. Through acts of justice, we cultivate empathy and compassion, and contribute to the creation of a more just and equitable world. As we embrace the cultivation of virtue in our lives, let us remember the words of the Stoics and strive for excellence in all that we do. By embodying the virtues of wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice, we can live with integrity, purpose, and moral integrity, and contribute to the greater good of humanity. Chapter 5: Practice of Resilience. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. Seneca. Resilience, the ability to bounce back from adversity and thrive in the face of challenges, lies at the heart of Stoic philosophy. Stoics recognize that life is filled with obstacles and setbacks, but it is our response to these challenges that ultimately determines our fate. By cultivating resilience, we can transform adversity into opportunity and emerge stronger, wiser, and more resilient than ever before. To practice resilience is to cultivate a mindset of perseverance, adaptability, and inner strength in the face of adversity. It is the willingness to embrace life's challenges as opportunities for growth and learning, rather than as insurmountable obstacles. By developing resilience, we can navigate life's ups and downs with grace and fortitude, and emerge from adversity with a renewed sense of purpose and vitality. There are many ways to cultivate resilience in our lives, from building a strong support network to developing coping strategies and resilience-building exercises. Whatever form it takes, the key is to approach it with intentionality and commitment, knowing that resilience is a skill that can be developed and strengthened over time. One powerful practice for cultivating resilience is visualization, in which we imagine ourselves overcoming challenges and achieving our goals with confidence and determination. By visualizing success in the face of adversity, we can reframe our perceptions and beliefs about our ability to overcome obstacles and tap into our inner reserves of strength and resilience. Another practice for building resilience is positive self-talk, in which we replace negative thoughts and beliefs with positive affirmations and empowering statements. By reframing our internal dialogue, we can cultivate a more resilient mindset and approach life's challenges with greater confidence and optimism. As we embrace the practice of resilience, let us remember the words of the Stoics and recognize the transformative power of adversity. By cultivating resilience, we can turn obstacles into opportunities, setbacks into stepping stones, and emerge from life's challenges with greater wisdom, strength, and resilience than ever before. Chapter 6: Embrace of Impermanence. Everything flows, nothing stands still. Heraclitus. In the grand tapestry of existence, change is the only constant. The Stoics understood this fundamental truth and emphasized the importance of embracing impermanence as a central tenet of their philosophy. By accepting the transient nature of all things, we can cultivate a deeper appreciation for the present moment and find peace amidst life's inevitable flux. To embrace impermanence is to recognize that all things, our joys, sorrows, triumphs, and tribulations, are fleeting and ephemeral. It is to let go of attachment to outcomes and to surrender to the flow of life with grace and equanimity. By embracing impermanence, we free ourselves from the grip of fear, anxiety, and regret, and open ourselves to the beauty and wonder of life's ever-changing landscape. Practicing impermanence is not about denying the reality of loss or change, but rather about embracing it with an open heart and mind. It is about finding beauty and meaning in the transient nature of existence, and recognizing that it is precisely because things are impermanent that they are precious and valuable. There are many ways to cultivate an embrace of impermanence in our lives, from mindfulness meditation to contemplation of the natural world. Whatever form it takes, the key is to approach it with openness and curiosity, allowing ourselves to fully experience the richness and complexity of life in all its forms. One powerful practice for embracing impermanence is to contemplate our own mortality and the impermanence of all things. By recognizing that our time on this earth is limited, we can cultivate a greater sense of urgency and appreciation for the present moment and live with greater purpose and intentionality. Another practice for embracing impermanence is to cultivate a sense of detachment from outcomes and expectations. By letting go of attachment to specific outcomes, we can embrace the uncertainty of life with courage and resilience and approach each moment with an open heart and mind. As we embrace the practice of impermanence, let us remember the words of the Stoics and recognize the beauty and wonder of life's ever-changing dance. By embracing impermanence, we can cultivate a deeper sense of peace, contentment, and gratitude for the precious gift of life and live with greater ease and grace in the face of life's uncertainties. Chapter 7. Practice of Self-Discipline. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Epictetus. Self-discipline is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, empowering us to align our actions with our values and goals, regardless of external circumstances. By cultivating self-discipline, we gain mastery over our desires and impulses and free ourselves from the tyranny of distraction and indulgence. Through the practice of self-discipline, we can live with greater integrity, purpose, and self-mastery. To practice self-discipline is to exercise control over our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, and to act in accordance with our highest principles and aspirations. It is the willingness to delay gratification and to make choices that serve our long-term well-being, rather than succumbing to short-term impulses or temptations. By developing self-discipline, we cultivate inner strength and resilience and empower ourselves to pursue our goals and aspirations with clarity and focus. There are many ways to cultivate self-discipline in our lives, from setting clear goals and priorities to establishing daily routines and habits that support our growth and development. Whatever form it takes, the key is to approach it with intentionality and commitment, knowing that self-discipline is a skill that can be developed and strengthened over time. One powerful practice for cultivating self-discipline is to identify our values and priorities and align our actions with them on a daily basis. By clarifying what matters most to us, we can make conscious choices that support our highest ideals and aspirations and resist the temptation to be swayed by external influences or distractions. Another practice for building self-discipline is to develop daily habits and routines that support our goals and aspirations. By establishing consistent habits, such as regular exercise, meditation, or time management techniques, we can create structure and discipline in our lives and reinforce our commitment to personal growth and self-improvement. As we embrace the practice of self-discipline, let us remember the words of the Stoics and recognize the transformative power of self-mastery. By cultivating self-discipline, we can free ourselves from the shackles of distraction and indulgence and live with greater integrity, purpose, and self-mastery. Chapter 8. Practicing Mindfulness. Let us prepare our minds as if we'd come to the very end of life. Let us postpone nothing. Let us balance life's books each day. The one who puts the finishing touches on their life each day is never short of time. Seneca. In the whirlwind of modern life, our minds are often scattered, pulled in 1,000 different directions by the demands of work, family, and technology. Yet, amidst the chaos, Stoicism offers us a timeless practice, mindfulness. Mindfulness is the art of paying attention to the present moment with openness, curiosity, and non-judgment, allowing us to cultivate inner peace, clarity, and resilience amidst life's challenges. To practice mindfulness is to bring our full attention to the present moment, without judgment or attachment to the past or future. It is the willingness to meet each moment with openness and curiosity, and to fully engage with whatever arises, whether pleasant or unpleasant. By cultivating mindfulness, we can develop greater self-awareness, emotional intelligence, and compassion for ourselves and others. There are many ways to cultivate mindfulness in our lives, from formal meditation practices to informal mindfulness exercises that can be integrated into our daily routines. Whatever form it takes, the key is to approach it with openness and curiosity, and to make a commitment to regular practice. One powerful practice for cultivating mindfulness is to set aside time each day for formal meditation practice. By taking just a few minutes each day to sit quietly and pay attention to our breath, thoughts, and sensations, we can cultivate greater awareness and presence, and train our minds to be more focused and attentive. Another practice for cultivating mindfulness is to integrate informal mindfulness exercises into our daily lives. This can include practices such as mindful eating, where we pay close attention to the taste, texture, and sensations of each bite of food, or mindful walking, where we bring our full attention to the sensations of each step as we move through the world. As we embrace the practice of mindfulness, let us remember the words of the Stoics and recognize the transformative power of presence. By cultivating mindfulness, we can develop greater clarity, resilience, and compassion, and live with greater ease and grace amidst life's ever-changing circumstances. Chapter 9. Living in accordance with nature. To live in accordance with nature is to live in harmony with the universe, embracing the interconnectedness of all things and recognizing our place within the greater whole. Marcus Aurelius. At the heart of Stoic philosophy lies the concept of living in accordance with nature. This principle invites us to align our thoughts, actions, and desires with the natural order of the universe, recognizing that we are an integral part of a larger cosmic web of existence. By living in accordance with nature, we can cultivate a sense of harmony, purpose, and interconnectedness with all living beings. Living in accordance with nature is about recognizing and accepting the inherent interconnectedness of all things and embracing the rhythms and cycles of the natural world. It is about living with humility and reverence for the wonders of creation and recognizing our role as stewards of the earth and caretakers of future generations. To live in accordance with nature is to embrace the virtues of simplicity, frugality, and moderation, and to cultivate a deep sense of gratitude and appreciation for the gifts of life. It is about living in harmony with the seasons, cycles, and rhythms of nature, and recognizing that our well-being is intimately connected to the well-being of the planet. There are many ways to cultivate a lifestyle that is in alignment with nature, from adopting sustainable practices and reducing our environmental footprint to spending more time in nature and connecting with the natural world. Whatever form it takes, the key is to approach it with reverence and respect for the earth and all living beings. One powerful practice for living in accordance with nature is to spend time in nature regularly, whether it's taking a walk in the woods, tending to a garden, or simply sitting quietly and observing the natural world. By connecting with the beauty and majesty of nature, we can cultivate a deeper sense of connection and belonging and align our lives more closely with the rhythms and cycles of the earth. Another practice for living in accordance with nature is to adopt a more sustainable lifestyle by reducing our consumption, conserving resources, and minimizing our impact on the environment. By living simply and mindfully, we can reduce our ecological footprint and contribute to the health and well-being of the planet for future generations. As we embrace the principle of living in accordance with nature, let us remember the words of the Stoics and recognize the interconnectedness of all things. By aligning our lives with the rhythms and cycles of the natural world, we can cultivate greater harmony, purpose, and fulfillment, and live in greater harmony with ourselves and the world around us. Chapter 10. Cultivation of Compassion. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. Plato. Compassion lies at the heart of Stoic philosophy, serving as a guiding principle for our interactions with ourselves and others. It is the recognition of our shared humanity and interconnectedness, and the willingness to extend kindness, empathy, and understanding to all beings, regardless of their circumstances or backgrounds. By cultivating compassion, we can foster deeper connections, promote healing and reconciliation, and contribute to the greater good of humanity. To cultivate compassion is to develop the capacity to see beyond the surface and to recognize the inherent dignity and worth of every individual. It is about cultivating empathy and understanding for the struggles and challenges that others face, and extending a hand of kindness and support in times of need. By practicing compassion, we can create a more compassionate world where kindness, empathy, and understanding are valued and celebrated. There are many ways to cultivate compassion in our lives, from practicing loving-kindness meditation to engaging in acts of service and kindness towards others. Whatever form it takes, the key is to approach it with an open heart and a willingness to connect with others on a deeper level. One powerful practice for cultivating compassion is loving-kindness meditation, in which we cultivate feelings of love, compassion, and goodwill towards ourselves and others. By repeating phrases such as, "May I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be safe, may I be at ease," we can generate feelings of warmth and compassion towards ourselves and extend these feelings towards others. Another practice for cultivating compassion is to engage in acts of service and kindness towards others. This can include volunteering in our communities, reaching out to those in need, or simply offering a listening ear to a friend in distress. By practicing compassion in action, we can make a meaningful difference in the lives of others and contribute to the well-being of our communities. As we embrace the practice of compassion, let us remember the words of the Stoics and recognize the transformative power of kindness and empathy. By cultivating compassion, we can create a more compassionate world where kindness, empathy, and understanding are valued and celebrated, and all beings can thrive in harmony and peace. Chapter 11. Pursuit of Excellence. The quality of your life is determined by the quality of your actions. Aristotle. At the heart of Stoic philosophy lies the pursuit of excellence, the relentless commitment to living a life of virtue, integrity, and purpose. Excellence is not a destination but a journey, a continuous striving towards becoming the best version of ourselves and fulfilling our potential as human beings. By embracing the pursuit of excellence, we can cultivate a life of meaning, fulfillment, and contribution to the greater good of humanity. To pursue excellence is to set high standards for ourselves and to strive for continuous improvement in all aspects of our lives. It is about embracing challenges and obstacles as opportunities for growth and learning, and pushing ourselves beyond our comfort zones to reach new heights of achievement and fulfillment. By pursuing excellence, we can unleash our full potential and make a meaningful impact in the world around us. There are many ways to cultivate a mindset of excellence in our lives, from setting clear goals and priorities to developing habits and routines that support our growth and development. Whatever form it takes, the key is to approach it with dedication, discipline, and a willingness to embrace discomfort and uncertainty along the way. One powerful practice for cultivating excellence is to set clear goals and priorities that align with our values and aspirations. By clarifying what matters most to us and setting specific, measurable, and achievable goals, we can create a roadmap for success and stay focused and motivated on our journey towards excellence. Another practice for cultivating excellence is to adopt a growth mindset, in which we view challenges and setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning. By reframing our perceptions of failure and embracing a mindset of resilience and perseverance, we can overcome obstacles with grace and determination and achieve our goals with confidence and resilience. As we embrace the pursuit of excellence, let us remember the words of the Stoics and recognize the transformative power of continuous improvement and growth. By embracing challenges and pushing ourselves beyond our limits, we can unleash our full potential and live a life of purpose, meaning, and contribution to the greater good of humanity. Chapter 12. Gratitude and Contentment. Contentment is natural wealth, luxury is artificial poverty. Socrates. In a world that often emphasizes the pursuit of more, the Stoics remind us of the profound value of gratitude and contentment. Gratitude is the practice of acknowledging and appreciating the blessings and abundance in our lives, while contentment is the state of being satisfied with what we have rather than constantly striving for more. By cultivating gratitude and contentment, we can find joy and fulfillment in the present moment and cultivate a deeper sense of peace and well-being. To cultivate gratitude is to shift our focus from what we lack to what we have, and to cultivate an attitude of appreciation for the simple pleasures and blessings in our lives. It is about recognizing the abundance that surrounds us, from the beauty of nature to the love and support of friends and family, and expressing heartfelt gratitude for these gifts. Contentment, on the other hand, is the practice of finding satisfaction and fulfillment in the present moment, rather than seeking happiness in external possessions or achievements. It is about embracing simplicity and moderation, and finding joy and meaning in the ordinary moments of life. There are many ways to cultivate gratitude and contentment in our lives, from keeping a gratitude journal to practicing mindfulness and meditation. Whatever form it takes, the key is to approach it with intentionality and commitment, and to make a conscious effort to cultivate an attitude of gratitude and contentment in our daily lives. One powerful practice for cultivating gratitude is to keep a gratitude journal, in which we regularly write down 3 things we are grateful for each day. By focusing our attention on the positive aspects of our lives, we can train our minds to see the abundance that surrounds us and cultivate a deeper sense of appreciation for the blessings in our lives. Another practice for cultivating contentment is to practice mindfulness and presence in our daily lives. By bringing our full attention to the present moment and savoring the simple pleasures of life, we can cultivate a deeper sense of satisfaction and fulfillment, and find joy and meaning in the here and now. As we embrace the practices of gratitude and contentment, let us remember the words of the Stoics and recognize the transformative power of appreciating the abundance that surrounds us and finding joy and fulfillment in the present moment. By cultivating gratitude and contentment, we can live with greater peace, joy, and fulfillment, and embrace life with an open heart and a spirit of abundance. Chapter 13: Acceptance of Imperfection. Progress is not achieved by luck or accident, but by working on yourself daily. Epictetus. In our pursuit of personal growth and self-improvement, it is essential to embrace the acceptance of imperfection. The Stoics remind us that we are all flawed and fallible human beings, and that true progress is achieved not by striving for perfection, but by embracing our imperfections and working diligently to grow and evolve each day. To accept imperfection is to recognize that we are all works in progress, and that growth and development are ongoing processes that unfold over time. It is about letting go of the need to be perfect and embracing our humanity with all its flaws and shortcomings. By accepting imperfection, we can cultivate greater self-compassion, resilience, and humility, and approach life with greater authenticity and grace. There are many ways to cultivate acceptance of imperfection in our lives, from practicing self-compassion to embracing vulnerability and authenticity. Whatever form it takes, the key is to approach it with openness and kindness towards ourselves and others, knowing that imperfection is an inherent part of the human experience. One powerful practice for cultivating acceptance of imperfection is self-compassion, in which we treat ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer to a dear friend. By acknowledging our own struggles and shortcomings with compassion and empathy, we can cultivate greater resilience and self-acceptance, and approach life with greater ease and grace. Another practice for cultivating acceptance of imperfection is to embrace vulnerability and authenticity in our relationships and interactions with others. By showing up as our true selves and embracing our imperfections, we can cultivate deeper connections and foster greater intimacy and trust in our relationships. As we embrace the practice of accepting imperfection, let us remember the words of the Stoics and recognize the transformative power of embracing our humanity. By accepting imperfection, we can cultivate greater self-compassion, resilience, and authenticity, and approach life with greater courage, grace, and humility. Chapter 14: Cultivation of Virtue. The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. Plato. Virtue lies at the heart of Stoic philosophy, serving as a guiding principle for living a life of integrity, excellence, and purpose. The Stoics believed that true happiness and fulfillment could only be achieved by cultivating virtuous qualities such as wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice, and living in accordance with these principles in all aspects of our lives. To cultivate virtue is to strive to embody the highest ideals of human excellence and moral integrity, and to live in alignment with our deepest values and principles. It is about developing a strong moral compass and making choices that reflect our commitment to living a life of goodness and integrity, even in the face of adversity and temptation. There are many ways to cultivate virtue in our lives, from studying the teachings of the Stoics and other moral philosophers to practicing virtues in our daily interactions and choices. Whatever form it takes, the key is to approach it with sincerity and dedication, and to make a conscious effort to embody virtuous qualities in all aspects of our lives. One powerful practice for cultivating virtue is to engage in self-reflection and introspection, in which we examine our thoughts, feelings, and actions with honesty and humility. By cultivating self-awareness and understanding, we can identify areas where we may fall short of our ideals and work to cultivate virtuous qualities such as wisdom, courage, and compassion. Another practice for cultivating virtue is to practice virtues in our daily interactions and choices, whether it's speaking up for what is right, showing kindness and compassion towards others, or standing up for justice and equality. By making a conscious effort to embody virtues in our everyday lives, we can cultivate a more ethical and meaningful way of being in the world. As we embrace the practice of cultivating virtue, let us remember the words of the Stoics and recognize the transformative power of living a life of moral integrity and excellence. By cultivating virtue, we can cultivate greater happiness, fulfillment, and meaning in our lives, and contribute to the greater good of humanity in profound and meaningful ways. Chapter 15: Living with Purpose and Meaning. Know the purpose of life, and you will live it with purpose. Marcus Aurelius. At the heart of Stoic philosophy lies the quest for meaning and purpose, the pursuit of a life that is guided by a clear sense of direction and intentionality. The Stoics believed that true happiness and fulfillment could only be achieved by living a life of purpose and meaning, and by aligning our actions with our deepest values and aspirations. To live with purpose and meaning is to cultivate a clear sense of direction and intentionality in our lives, and to make choices that reflect our commitment to living a life of meaning and significance. It is about identifying our core values and priorities and aligning our actions with these principles in all aspects of our lives. There are many ways to cultivate a sense of purpose and meaning in our lives, from setting clear goals and priorities to engaging in activities that bring us joy and fulfillment. Whatever form it takes, the key is to approach it with sincerity and commitment, and to make a conscious effort to live in alignment with our deepest values and aspirations. One powerful practice for cultivating purpose and meaning is to engage in self-reflection and introspection, in which we examine our values, priorities, and goals with honesty and clarity. By clarifying what matters most to us, we can create a roadmap for living a life of purpose and meaning, and make choices that reflect our deepest aspirations and values. Another practice for cultivating purpose and meaning is to engage in activities that bring us joy, fulfillment, and a sense of connection to something greater than ourselves. Whether it's spending time with loved ones, pursuing creative passions, or engaging in service to others, finding activities that resonate with our deepest values and aspirations can bring a profound sense of purpose and meaning to our lives. As we embrace the practice of living with purpose and meaning, let us remember the words of the Stoics and recognize the transformative power of aligning our actions with our deepest values and aspirations. By living a life of purpose and meaning, we can cultivate greater happiness, fulfillment, and well-being, and make a meaningful impact in the world around us. As we draw to a close, let us reflect on the journey we've embarked upon together through the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy. From the cultivation of virtues to the pursuit of excellence, from the practice of gratitude to the acceptance of imperfection, we've explored the fundamental principles that can guide us towards a life of wisdom, fulfillment, and purpose. May we carry these teachings with us as we navigate the challenges and opportunities that life presents. May we approach each day with courage, resilience, and integrity, knowing that true happiness and fulfillment lie not in external circumstances, but in the cultivation of a wise and virtuous life. Let us embrace the practice of Stoicism not as a set of rigid rules or dogmas, but as a way of life, an ongoing journey of self-discovery, growth, and transformation. And may we continue to seek wisdom, cultivate virtue, and live with purpose and meaning, knowing that the truest measure of our lives is not in what we achieve or possess, but in how we live each moment with integrity, kindness, and love. As we bid farewell to this episode, let us carry forth the light of Stoic wisdom into our lives and into the world, knowing that by doing so, we can create a brighter, more compassionate, and more resilient future for ourselves and for generations to come.